Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another stream. So, today we are going to be working on a new inmate job system. So, if you didn't watch the last stream, we're actually working on making the warehouse job a little bit more realistic. There was also some suggestions for a new type of job, which will be a stock counting job, which is something someone suggested for an NPC to do, but I thought that we could also do it for players. So there will actually be two different jobs now. So you can either pack orders or you can count stock. So what we're going to be doing is doing all the logic for that. I'm actually getting all these animations created. So what I'll do is I'll jump in game and start showing you everything that needs to be done. So then I can show you, because I'm actually getting some animations made. All types of animations to be able to allow all this stuff to happen. But let me jump over to here quickly. How you doing? Velvetica, hopefully I got that right, mate. Hi, are we deving? Definitely deving today. We're going to be refactoring the warehouse job system to allow another job. So there's going to be two jobs now that you could do at the warehouse. Good morning. Is it yeah, we Eric? I'm pretty sure it's we Eric. Welcome back to the stream. And also let me see. Nano Central, mate. How you doing, mate? Welcome. I don't think, oh yeah, I think the view count's now updated. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. Pretty much refactoring what we did yesterday to add a new job. I'm also getting all these dope animations created. And due to all the suggestions from yesterday's stream, different direction now. I'm actually going to rebuild the NPC system. So they can walk around and do their own things like, you know, counting stock, packing orders. They could do their own things like that, and even the nurse walking around. Just so it makes it a little bit more alive. I think that will add to the immersiveness. Let me know in the comments if you reckon also. But yeah, so we're doing that, and we're also adding a new job because obviously. The NPC is going to be able to do it, so why not let the player be able to do it too? So the way it's going to work, well, the way it works now is, if you didn't see from yesterday's stream, and this is the result after the stream as well. So now you can't just generate an order. You have to actually come over here and put on some overalls. But see, I've got a like I've got all these animations being made. So this animation, as you can see, there's a zip sound. So this animation is going to be like an animation of you like zipping up a jacket. So that's all I thought of the type of animation you could make, just for now anyway. So when you you know, change clothes, you actually do a zip like you're zipping up a jacket, just so there's an animation as well with the sound. So obviously you have to become a worker, but what we want to happen is that when you become a worker, you can either choose to pack orders or count stock. So the way we need to do it is we need to extend this dispatch to potentially another button where we can have generate order, but then we can have another button here saying count stock. So then it will bring up some different information down here. Obviously some fields. So it will tell you to go to rack 1. Or what it would do is it will say to go to rack 1 and you know, count the stock in rack 1. But what I want to do is I also want to extend the packing system just a little bit more realistic. So so there's now pallet numbers. So what I'll do is I'll show you what I mean. So see how there's racks and then there's pallets in each rack. I want to make pallet numbers. So this will be pallet 1, pallet 2, pallet 3. So then it will make a little bit more sense. It will say, you know, go to rack 1 and get 4 boxes from pallet 3. You know what I mean? So then that will make that a little bit more realistic. But see how I'm in working mode and I haven't done an order. I could well, I have to go to here. We have to generate the counting, and then yeah, and then we can, and then we're in accounting mode, and then we can go to here. So we have to make working states and all that type of stuff. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Anyway, the camera tilt feels a little weird, like when you're moving. Uh, that was just the direction of my camera more than anything. The direction of the way I was facing and the angle. Uh, I think, but people are starting to say a few things about the walking too. I think it's not as like it's either too far. I have slowed down the walking and stuff to make it a little bit more realistic, but put yeah. So if you do see stuff like that, put them in the comments and stuff like that. So then I notice it, and I because if I'm not noticing and you do, it's good for you to tell me and stuff. So let me get rid of this. All right. So now let's start working out this logic. So we need to be able to go into let's just start like because there needs to be working states. So we need to first build this logic in. So let's go to let's create some working states. Working states. None, and then we can have packing, and then we can have stock take. Is that how stock takes spelled? Yeah. So now these are the different types of working states we can have. Let's start building this logic in. It should be fairly quick, and then we'll know what's going on. We can probably speed this up. Actually, I should be able to build this logic fairly quickly. I was going to try and avoid it, but what we'll do is we'll do it. We'll do it all. We won't miss anything. The only thing that's going to be different is we're going to build all the logic for this, but the only thing that's going to be different for us is like when we count something, we'll instantly count it. But what's going to happen is there's going to be an animation that you hold a clipboard and then you hold a pen and then you start doing an animation like you're writing on the clipboard, and that goes for 4 seconds and then stops. So it takes 4 seconds to count a pallet sort of thing. So that's the only difference. It's going to happen straight away, but we're going to add the animation later on because the animators are now aware of it, and he's currently making animations. Grabbing a cup of tea, then coming to ask all sorts of questions, laugh aloud. I'm sure you can't wait. Yeah, no worries, man. Definitely. Okay, so let me jump over to here. So working states, okay. Working. How you doing, Zuza, mate? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to the for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. We've got a mad stream coming up right now. Actually, not coming up. We've got a good stream ahead. Probably a long stream as well, too, guys. We're only been going for 9 minutes, so you joined at the right time. Anyone that's joined now, you should make the players manually count in a mini game. What do you mean? Define that a little bit more, mate. Okay, so we need working states now because see how we got working. This is not gonna work. This is essentially is packing. So instead of making an is packing and then an is counting, we just make a like a state, like a working state, and then we like to turn it off. We go to none. So working state. The working states would maybe need to be replicated. I'm still not 100% like I do have an idea of what variables need to be replicated and what ones don't. Like for instance, in an inventory system, there will be a variable called max inventory slots that doesn't need to be replicated. But if the inventory can be seen by another player, like looting a body or something, it needs to be the actual array element needs to be replicated. So that's what I understand. But like this to me now is me guessing until I get to the point where it's testing, and if it doesn't work, I know it doesn't work, and then move from there. So I'm still learning Unreal Engine, but in my own way, sort of thing. All right, so working states. So now we got packing and stock take. So now let's start replacing all these bad boys. Make sure we haven't got any outside variables. Oh, we do. Alright, so that's going to be fun. Like you have to move the boxes around on the pallets when you're doing the counting job. That's going a little bit too realistic because what I'd have to do is what you'd have to be able to do is take the pallet off. But you know what? We might get to a point where I will actually make it that realistic in a sense that you'll be able to use this bad boy. And I don't know how logical that would actually. I mean, we could make it work where you could get this bad boy, operate it, literally pull this pallet down, and then take it over here, and then take the boxes off and count. That's an idea, but that's a little bit too realistic for right now. We're in pre-alpha stages. We're trying to get to alpha stages right now. You don't want to try and build the final version of a feature in pre-alpha build because you're most likely going to refactor it like we're doing right now, and you don't want to waste your time on that for something you're most likely going to refactor. You want to get to an alpha stage and then upgrade based on players' feedback and stuff like that. Which is exactly what's happened here. Yeah, so totally. Yeah, so that'd be dope. That's like that could be done actually. Technically, it can be done. So let's just start here. So we're in start packing jobs. This is obviously where we set this bad boy to packing. Oh, fuck. What happened there? Okay. How you doing, Cryptic Sin, mate? The OG, the new San Andreas what is it? State of the Case San Andreas OG owner. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. As you can see, flat out in the Unreal Engine world, brother. I left Samp, but here we are. And I'm having the time of my life, brother. Definitely having the time of my life right now. So we need to go to none states there, right there. So let's go to this bad boy. Oh, this is gonna be a bit of a pickle. Interesting. Okay, we need to just do that and then do this. Oh shit. No. That's not gonna work now. Okay. We need to check if they're packing, right? So if they're packing, we now need to check if they're not finished. And if they're not finished, then we tell them you haven't finished packing your order. So pack the thing, brother. What are you doing? Alright. There's that. Oh, wait. Okay. Then we need to go like this. One second, guys. I'll jump over to the comments in a second. And what do you guys reckon about me multi-streaming on Twitch and Kick and YouTube all at the same time? because that might be coming pretty soon. Alright, let me just do an OCD fix right here. Alright. So if they're dispatching order, they're in a packing mode. They couldn't possibly be in these modes. So okay. So now if they haven't finished, we now need to tell them to finish packing the order. But if they haven't, or if they have, what? Interesting. Okay. Oh wait, no. If they haven't finished, then tell them to finish. But if they what? Well, they haven't finished at this point. So how's this gonna work? Fucking hell. Now I can't do n booleans. That's the pickle right there. Interesting. Oh wait, fuck. What am I doing? What am I thinking? I just got confused there because this was flipped, and then I'm trying to think. All right, we'll just. You haven't finished back in the order. All right. Let me jump over here. See, it's looking good, man. What exactly are you building? I'm building a. It's like a 5M style San Andreas multiplayer, dynamic, player driven voice chat, servers and stuff like that. But there's two classes. There's inmate class and a CO class, and the players make the fun pretty much. There's all these different types of features, so you can you know progress your game like in this situation, so you can make money to buy a commissary to be able to purchase and to eat and stuff like that because you got hunger and thirst. So all types of stuff like that. The COs can search inmates at any time. They can handcuff them at any time. They can charge them at any time. They can order them around. They can segregate them in the shoe. All this type of stuff. So it's pretty much, yeah. It's like the COs trying to catch the inmates doing illegal things and charging them with it and punishing them, and the inmates trying to get away with it by sneaking around and stuff. And inmates can escape custody in certain situations to get to like the sewer, to get to a dealer, to be able to get contraband and stuff like that. Or if they want, they can get onto the restricted side of the prison, like which is pretty much where all the CO officers are. And if they want, they can try and sneak around there. And like if they can get to a certain desk, they can loot desks which have like restricted like contraband in it that they can get, all that type of stuff. So that's the idea. But right now we're making warehouse jobs. Yes, definitely. Shout out to the free watching. All right, so let's start. You know what? I want to. Oh wait, I can't just go and test this right now. So let's just assume that's gonna work. All right. Uh, so update order list. Looks good. Thanks, man. Uh, I'll jump in the game in about 10 minutes and test this, and you can see the whole packing job in process. So if they're packing, then we'll update. All right, that's it there. So now what I should do is re-get this. Then I know it's all on the outside. What? Oh, they'd have to be in a none state or one of these states. Uh, So if they're working, they're packing. But if they're not working at all, this is where they interact with the pallet. Alright, and this is where we interact with the, this is where we do the stock take. This is where, okay. This message needs to change. You are currently not working. You don't have any jobs to do right now. I think that makes a little bit more sense. Alright, so there's now this fuck shit. What in the world? I'm just gonna fucking do this. Alright. Alright. OCD bang. Alright. There we go. I think that's that done. Let's get. Oh, this ain't it. Fuck, that's not gonna work. Okay. Alright. Where's this? Okay. Computer main. Okay, so now this needs to go. You are currently counting stock. You're currently counting stock. Please finish first before you can generate an order. OCD fix. Alright. I should be able to just test this straight away after this. 3 more to go. Locker. Should be quick here. Fuck. Oh, this is removing overalls. Okay. So you cannot remove overalls if you're working. Oh, alright. So if they interact with the locker and they're not working, we check if they have the uniform to take it on or off. But if they're packing or stock taking, you cannot remove it while you're working. So now we need a pallet. So if they're packing or stock taking, they can interact with pallets. But if they're not, you don't. What was that first thing I said? You don't have any jobs to do right now. I've got to modularize this too and potentially turn it into a multi-language system. Alright, so there's that. Boom. That's everything, I think. Oh no. Oh, this is removing it. So if they... What? Shit. So if they exit the warehouse and they're not working but they've got the uniform on, if they exit the warehouse and they're not working and they've got their uniform on, then we remove it. But they could technically walk around the jail while they're working. Maybe what I'll do here is I'll also cancel the job, but right now we just won't. Just in case you want to run to the... Well, actually, you might need to run to the commissary to get some food or something, so you can do that while you're still working. Okay, so there's that. That's all of it now. So now, should be able to pack orders normally. Let's do one last. There's nothing. Let's just remove the fucking thing. Alright. So, moment of truth, guys. Let me jump back over to here, check up on you guys. Shout out to the for watching. Everything's looking good, beautiful. Alright. So, nothing should have changed, really. I should be able to pack an order normally without something breaking. Because I would technically be calling all of these events in the... So what we need to do now is we need to make a new section on the computer, which should be fairly quick to make, where you can and start thinking about how you count stock. I'm thinking about you have to go and... Oh. Yeah, I'll make it automatic instead of having... Like, should you have to put the amount that's in there, or... No, because then they could be stupid and just put the wrong amount and stuff. Oh yeah, maybe I could do it. Yeah, just make sure they put it in there. That's right, because there'll be an objective where you can see how much is there, and that's where we can keep updating the count. Yeah, so we'll have to do that. So you'll see the count on screen in an objective message, and then you'll have to input that amount just so it looks cool. Like it looks more better, like you're actually doing stock take, you're inputting the amount and stuff. But if you put the wrong amount, you're obviously going to get a message. All right, so now shouldn't be able to generate orders. You must put on your working overalls. Bang. Now generate orders. That message needs to be changed so you can now work in the warehouse. 2 boxes from rack 3. And I fixed the animations. Like, so now this is correct, I think. That's picking up a box, and this is putting down a box. Does it look better? I can't really notice. All right. Oh, you've already finished back in the order. That's right. Now we can dispatch. Oh, beautiful. So there's our logic done. So now we've got working state. So now we need to now let's jump into the UI. Have a bit of fun with this stuff. So we can go to here. So that's what's in that's the content. Wow, how am I going to switch these? So I should make 2 portals now, a dispatch portal and then a... Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. But then how are we going to... Then we need a way to open up 2 portals. Or we'll do it on the same order, but how am I going to switch this? Like, switch this with other content. Is there like I know there's a widget switcher, but is there like a fucking list view switcher maybe, or let's try something here. See where this goes. Underneath it, okay, interesting. Yeah, the only way around it is we need to work out. So what I'm here, this is what's happening. We need to work out now, which doesn't work because now we need a second button at least, or we have to press this button and something pops up. That's what would happen, right? I know what to do, look. So instead of having the button here, this is the dispatch portal. I'll make another counting portal, and then from here, we click here, a button pops up and goes, would you like to dispatch or count stock? And then we select from there. What do you reckon about that, guys? What will be the main goals for the game? Will it be quests or escaping? And how you see the game when complete. There is no missions, there is no cutscenes, there is no quests. There's no escaping the prison, but there is escaping custody, which is like getting into the maintenance area or the restricted side of the prison for certain reasons. But yeah, you can't escape the prison. There's no set thing to do. It's 100% driven by players, multiplayer, similar to 5M. You know how roleplay servers work on 5M, how the players are role-playing certain roles? It's literally that exact same thing. So yeah, there's there could potentially be, like, I could add missions and quests, but that wouldn't really make any sense. It's a multiplayer game. yeah, it's more 100% player driven. So the way it's going to work is like you'll be able to play by yourself, um, but you'll only be able to do certain things, and you're not going to be able to get caught and all that type of stuff. I may have to restrict you to do certain things. So you're going to, at least at the bare minimum, have to have a player. You're going to have to call up one of your mates in to be able to do that. So then it builds the communities around the players. So the players become groups, and then they, like they start hosting their own servers and joining those servers, and that's how it's going to grow. That's the only way it's going to happen. With a free to play format, because dedicated servers is going to cost a lot of money just to sustain the amount of players that are playing the game, which would cost a lot of money. And if the game goes viral, and like 500,000 people download the game, which is probably impossible, but like let's just say that we need 500,000 slots now. Like, do you know how much money that would cost? Like if it was in a dedicated server format, you know what I mean? We would need 500,000 slots just to sustain that player base at any given time, which is not possible. Even if you were selling the game too, like you'd have to be making some revenue, proper revenue from it to be able to cover that at the bare minimum. But that's what we're going to do. We have to create now. See, we've got a message pop up, which is just like that, but we need a button pop up. I don't like the idea. We should add another one of these maybe. Or maybe we'll make a new interface. So we'll have charges portal, dispatch portal. So charges portal, dispatch portal. And then we'll make let's make this one now. Duplicate, bang. We'll call this the stock take portal. Let's just clean this up a bit. What's this? Minus 200. That's where our text goes. Alright, so here we can go here and call this start stock take. Start stock take. Alright, so there's our stock take portal. Alright, so now we need another portal. For the love of God. Alright, we need another portal, which is the job portal. So we need some sort of portal here, something here, to be able to click into the dispatch or the stock take portal. That's what I'm thinking right now. So it could be possible to build a few game modes and on a roleplay have it as you say, but then co-op for an escape mode. Could that be possible? Yes, technically. I actually want to look into that, into sort of giving players tools to be able to mod the game and potentially do game modes and stuff like that. Yes, but that would actually be. I'd have to then like I don't think I'm at that type of level right now, because I'd have to create a whole scripting language for you. Not necessarily create the scripting language, but use a specific scripting language and then create functionality that you can use in those. I could get to that stage, but I'd have to probably it'd be a task for me. That type of stuff would be a task for me. But potentially, yes, I definitely want to look into that. Modding game modes, all that type of stuff. And sort of see. I like the idea of allowing players to mod the game. You know what I mean? I look at it as if you buy the game, you own the game, you now own the code. You know what I mean? So now you can modify that code if you wish. You know what I mean? To a degree, at least through an API where you're allowed to do it. Not necessarily seeing the source code. You know what I mean? But I like that whole aspect and idea. But all right, so now, interesting. That's what I'm just gonna do this, like literally. All right, duplicate. We'll call this. What are we gonna call this? The landing portal. Landing portal. Not gonna have a button. But in this bad boy, we're gonna have a vertical. In the vertical, we got the vertical already. So let's just start building it. So you're literally just going to say a question and like and you click yes, like which one you want to do. So here's the text. So let's just let me jump over to here. How you doing, Gary Smith, mate? Riots would be a great feature where the guards could gear up in a room with special gear, and the inmates could work up to have enough stuff to take them on. You know, I could literally probably, I don't know how 100% that work, but that could be a thing where we've definitely been able to gear up. But how would these riots work in a multiplayer sense? Maybe, yeah, maybe if the inmates get out of control, maybe the guards can go into a lockdown stage where it's now lockdown and everyone is like told to go back into their cells, but the guards have got to go in their riot gear and go in and then literally get everyone into their cells. So that could be a thing, and that would be super dope, man. That would be insanely dope. Definitely an idea, man. Gary Smith, make sure you put that in the suggestions channel on the Discord, man, so I can start pinning some of this stuff. Yeah, even hose them down. Oh man, definitely like all that type of stuff. It could be start like because that's what I want to do. I want to get to a stage where we run out of ideas of features, where there's that many features and you can do all types of crazy stuff that it's just super fun to just play the game. You know what I mean? Uh, so that's the idea. But these ideas are great, guys. Like really good for me. So if you really got some, if you really want to have some suggestions that you would like to see in the game, go to the Discord, link in the description, and go to the suggestion section and start pumping out these ideas, man. Because I'll start pinning some of this good stuff. And if you notice me pin your comment, know that it's going straight in the game. Most likely in the game. I'm looking into it at the bare minimum. So I'll start pinning some really good stuff there. That's what I'll do. I'll pin it and then I'll have a pin list to go through and I'll be able to be reminded of everything. But so what we're going to do, we're going to go like this. We're going to put like a massive... Uh, something like this. We'll just... What would you like to do? Right? Make that like a 14 or something. And then we'll get a horizontal. Then in that horizontal... Shit. Okay. Let's not do this. Let's just go like this. Alright, so there, let's get this button. Text. Like this, and then I can go bang, bang. What? What's happening with that? Oh, this. Right, now bang, bang. Bang. Sorry, my mouse. Oh, okay. Just doing the style for this stuff here. I don't know why this is blue, like, for the love of God. Mouse click. Yes, button. Up. Dispatch. Packing button. Stock take button. What? Oh, it's in the fucking okay. Packing counting button. Alright. So now here we can go to pack orders. This is just going to have to do for now. Alright, so pack orders, and then we got count stock. I can just go like that. Oh shit, interesting. Okay, so this needs to be in a vertical then. So bang, bang, bang. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, yep. Fucking hell, what? The top 150. Alright. That's us for now. Like, you know. So once you click on the dispatch, we don't want to call it dispatch now. What we want to do is call it I think it's no, it's here, physical. Computer type. Okay, so now I just need to change the computer type. Charges warehouse. Have you got different types of cells or levels? Let me show you. There's two different types of cells. There's like a normal cell, which is the cell like when you join the server as an inmate, you will automatically spawn in a random, not a random cell, yeah, a random cell, in a random cell block, and this is going to be your cell and all that type of stuff. But when you die and when you um, get segregated and all that type of stuff, you go up here into the special housing unit, which is the shoe, and this is where you spend your time when you're segregated, and you cannot exit this. Nobody can let you out. You have a specific amount of time. If you leave the server and then come back, you'll have to finish off your time. So the maximum amount of time you can be put in here is 10 minutes. So yeah, so there will be situations where you will be 5 to 10 minutes in a cell if you die or get punished and like. So that's the idea. Two different cells, normal cell blocks and special housing units. So yeah, that's where we're at. So now that looks better. Let's go back to this design. So what would you like to do? So now when we click on these bad boys, awesome. Yeah, so yeah, that's how it's going to work pretty much. What would you like to do? What on earth is that? Oh, okay. Actually, this is a bit of an OCD fix here. Oh, it says portal. Okay. Okay. What would you like to do? Pack orders count. Pack button. On clicked. Counting button. All right. So this is where we open the portals then. So instead of toggle portal doing this, toggle portal needs to open not the dispatch portal, it needs to open. So that's opening and closing the dispatch. Okay. So that's all we want to do. I need to do these as numbers now. So charges portal 15, 14. Okay, so now when they click on this, let's actually just put this here, this here. So when we toggle portals, we want to open the warehouse portal. I mean the landing portal. Hid visible. So alright, that's showing. Okay, so this is showing the portal. Hiding the portal. Showing the portal, hiding the portal. Alright, showing a portal, hiding portal. Alright, so now when we're in the portal, we want to be able to set visibilities and stuff here. So, okay. So now if they want to pack orders, we can do that. It's just adding another level sort of thing. Like, so there's that. Shit. Sorry, my mouse is really cheap and fucked. The only one I had. Still haven't replaced it. Alright, so now, interesting. So we need to do actually list or list viewing. Okay, so this can stay there. So now we can go and create the module. So it is a order entry, widget blueprints, stock entry, alright, how's this going to look? Rack number, rack 1, we're going to add, we have to add that new box logic too. So let's just start getting this, pallet number. Oh, we need to upgrade the other one as well to have a pallet number in it. Try to remember that. So pallet. Shit, not there. What the fuck? Pallet. So rack 1, pallet 2, quantity. This needs to be an editable text. What? A text box, is it? Text. Yeah, that's it. Editable text box, okay. Needs to replace that. Why isn't it? Why isn't this, why is it filled? What's, that must be filled. Yeah, I want them to be able to put their amount in, like it only makes sense. So why isn't, here we go. Okay, maybe it's the text size, maybe. That's what I'm assuming. It must be the font size, like text style, font. You know what, we're just gonna have that. Alright, so what is it? It's a 10. Fuck. I think that's gonna be alright. Quantity, and you just put the amount in. Maybe I can do the hint. Oh, this is going to be totally different. Alright, we need to do that logic. So let's leave that for now. 1 second, guys. I'm going to take my jumper off. Okay, so now we've got the entry widgets. We can go to the blueprint, order, uh, stock, entry, object. Interesting. All right, so now we need to make a stock data somewhere along the lines of this. Order number, amount number, rack number. So we would need rack number, pallet number. This needs to be upgraded to pallet number. So let me just upgrade packing job to take boxes from specific pallet numbers. Oh, interesting. I'd have to build. You know what? I'm going to avoid the pallet numbers for now. So we're going to avoid pallet numbers for now. But I'll still put it in that one. Just so I don't have to build that logic. We can build just the other logic around it. Just so we can get it working in the stream and do it a little bit faster. So we need a struct. Charge data, order data. We need stock tag data. We need rack number. We would only need rack number and pallet number. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm going to try avoid pallet number for now. But that's all we're going to need. Just so we can speed through the thing. Because this pallet number, I need to rebuild the pallets. We might get that done now. We're just going to go with this for now. At least we've got the data. So now we can go there. We can turn this into the stock take data. Bang. What type of interface we got here? Charging functions. Why are they there? Why is this there? I need to convert that over to create another one for this. Blueprint interface, warehouse functions. Yeah. And then we go get order object. Order object. Order object. Entry object. Get order entry object, alright. Get stock take entry object. Stock take entry object. Alright, so now I've got those functions. I can rebuild these entries, man. Shit. Okay. Now, okay. Charging trigger. Alright, so there, that should be good like that. So now I can charge object, okay. So then Alright, so there's that done. So now I can do this. So where was I? Alright, this is where I'm at. Alright, so get stock. Stock entry. This is just so I can turn it into a list. It's not needed, but it's just still giving the functionality for multiple lines. Instead of, just in case we want to upgrade it to be able to do multiple stock takes and multiple orders and stuff. Whatever. Okay. What? Like that, like that, like that. So now we've got this, we can get that, and then we can get stock data. Screw that off. We just need rack number, pallet number. Rack number. There's rack number, pallet number, quantity. Pallet number, rack number. No, we won't worry about that. Okay, so there's that. And then on the dispatch button, what? Dispatch button. Okay, this is going to be submit text, submit button. What's the color of here? Oh, the color what? We want it to be black. The fuck? I think that's good. All right. So there's our entry. All right. So now what we can do is we've got all that. So now we can go to the main. It should be good to at least get this. We should be good now to move landing. Go to stock take. Inside stock take. We can put a list view. What I could do is copy that, go bang, but this will be stock take list, and it would be stock entry. Beautiful. There we go. So now we should be able to start stock take. What's happening here? Nothing. So this is where we can start the stock take. This is opening the counting portal, which is stock take portal. This would be stock take portal. Visible. Clear list. What? Stock take list. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'll reply to that in a second. To that comment. Alright, so now we should be able to open portals. Let's go test to see if we can open portals. Oh, wait. Interesting. But when they click here, when they click on these ones, we need to check if they're in a working state, because they can't. Oh wait, no, that's actually when they generate. This is just opening the portal. All right, so that should be good to go. Let's go and test that to see if we can get into that. How long have you been building with Unreal Engine? Since early 2023. So around March 2023, like full time. That's what I sort of dabbled into it. Dabbled with Unreal Engine 4 beforehand, but when Unreal Engine 5 come out, I went full time about March 2023 sort of thing. And yeah, I've been doing it full time since then. However, I've been scripting San Andreas multiplayer servers for over 14 years, since 2010, so I'm pretty seasoned in programming. So alright, so now we want to be able to go and open up 2 different portals. Already know what's going to happen. The landing page is not going to get removed properly. Yeah, wait, Eric. Shout out to the 2 watching. How long have we been going for? Hour and 19. We'll probably go for at least another 1.5 hours, because I want to at least get most of this logic done. So once the logic is sort of half built, we can get it sort of all working, and by the time we've got it all working and everything done, the animations should be ready, and we can add the animations, and we will have a crazily realistic warehouse, like over the top almost. There will be an NPC walking around doing stock take, potentially even going from stock take to packing his own orders, which will be sick. And you can either do stock take or pack orders yourself, sort of thing. So those are the 2 types of warehouse jobs. We could potentially add maybe another one. Maybe we can extend the map of the warehouse and make like a warehouse where trucks come in and you got to unload trucks or something. But I don't like that whole idea, because that would just blow the security out of the water, the realisticness. Because you can't have like a dispatch door where you can just go jump outside and jump in a truck or something and escape the prison. That is not going to be a thing. It's only going to be like inside of a warehouse, packing stuff for other parts of the prison. Because that's something else I plan to do. Each order is going to have a location, like the kitchen or the laundry or the commissary, you know what I mean? So it generates an order number, but it'll also have a random location, just so it's more realistic. So it's like you're packing an order for the kitchen sort of thing, and that's where the pallet numbers can come into play. Certain pallet numbers can have certain things, maybe rack 1s for the kitchen, rack 2s for the laundry, rack 3s for everything else, sort of thing. And my stats are not updating straight away. I just seen that. That's a bug. My hunger and thirst. Oh, I thought I was my mic was down. But now, all right. So now we should. If we go to pack orders, it's not doing fuck all. Of course, it's not, because it's not toggling. It's not toggling correctly. I haven't completely done it. And look, that's not removing this, like I just said before. So yes, we need to. There's no way out of this other than this. Yeah, I didn't do all this properly. So we can just focus on here now. Landing page. Stock take portal. Alright. So now we need to go to toggle portal. Landing portal. That's visible. That's hidden. There's a visibility thing happening here. Alright, okay. Packing button, okay. Counting button. Stock take portal, dispatch portal. This will be, what? What's happening? Why isn't it logicking? It is not logicking. So I clicked on that and then I think do the cameras work? The cameras, yes. All the cameras work actually. I'll show you. So we've got CCTV cameras, which you can actually, there's over 12 cameras, or let's see how many there is. There's 14 cameras, which are CCTV, and you can literally, there's a computer over here, and you can actually access the CCTV footage from this computer inside a CCTV room, and actually see what's happening, like in these areas at real time. There's a camera here, camera there, camera there, cameras in all these, cameras there. Warehouse has got a camera over there, camera over there. It's pretty much the same thing for the rec room. Camera over there, camera over in that corner. So yeah, the only thing is there's no cameras in the hallway, right? So this is where you need to be handing, like trading and all that type of stuff, just in case there's some CO over here watching like, you know, this camera, and you're dealing drugs in front of the camera type of thing, and he'll catch you, bang, and he'll have to come straight to you, physically handcuff you, take you over to the interrogation room, potentially interrogate you before he decides to charge you. Once he wants to charge you, he'll tell you to go stand over here. You'll stand here. You'll open up this computer. As soon as the computer opens, this camera takes an actual picture of the inmate, real-time picture, and you see the picture on the computer, and you can add charges, and then you can decide to punish them by taking them up here to the shoe and then segregating them. So that's the idea for that. So yes, shout out to the two watching, but let's jump in and see exactly what's happening, because I forgot what's not working. An hour and a half almost, not too bad. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing, and also go and join the new Discord. Not the new Discord. Join the Discord. It's the game Discord for the game. Yeah, this is where you can actually put suggestions and stuff like that. You know, questions, general chat, all that type of stuff. We've got devlog, streams, changelog, credits. You can see all the assets we're using and stuff like that. But let's make sure we're all right. Let's wait for this. So right now, what I can see is going to happen is we're not going to get this done today. We're definitely not working today. So what's going to happen is we're going to continue for another hour or so just to get as much as we can done, and then the rest of my day will be finalizing what we've done, and then potentially tomorrow's live stream I'll be able to showcase most of the logic and potentially finalize the logic in that live stream, and then hopefully maybe not by then but maybe a day after we'll have the animations and bang. So it's going to take a couple of days to add this logic and stuff, like to finalize it. So then we'll have new jobs, and then we're able to upgrade the NPCs to get them to do work as well. So that'd be the next thing after this, but this place will be fully functional and pretty sick by the end of it. I know what's happening actually. Of course I'm not working. So let's just see if that is the case, then it should work to a degree now. So we've got warehouse. Okay, what would you like to do? Okay, I can't click on these for some reason. Okay, and I can't click on any. Okay. Oh, all right. So that is not doing the right thing. That goes to. Okay, so. I click on the portal. I get shown this. I tried to click on that button and nothing happened. Okay, it's the levels. So landing should be the highest number, which will be 15. Stock take. Oh, that's right. I'm not removing this. That's what's happening. So, okay. So I need to hide. Okay. I need to hide the landing portal. And show the dispatch portal. Alright, so this should be good now. That's what was happening. Like the button was working, it was showing it, but the level was different. Because this is on the top. Yeah, that's right, that's what was happening. So we need to hide this. And then hide that. And we should be good. So now let's go test that. Let me jump here. Crazy how you worked that out so far. So yeah, that is what is called being seasoned in programming. It's not something you can learn. It's not something you can define. It's something you achieve. What happened to me was I was scripting San Andreas multiplayer servers over and over and over and over and over and over again until one day I literally went, oh my God, I understand the concept of programming. I am literally doing the exact same logic over and over and over again to do all types of different shit. So now I'm at a stage where I am seasoned in programming to the point where I would be able to build this logic or even understand the logic before I even code the logic. You understand? If that makes sense. I sort of, yeah, I'm at a point now where my hurdles aren't learning how to do specific things. It's learning how to do it in the engine. Those are my hurdles, type of thing. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But the technical term of it is being seasoned in programming. It's like, because like, how can I explain it? So like if you're a beginner scripter in San Andreas multiplayer, you could probably script something basic, right? Um, but if you try and think about making a housing system, you'd be like completely oblivious of where to start and all that type of stuff. But once you become seasoned in programming, you're literally doing the exact same programming logic over and over and over and over and over again. In most cases, what's happening is zeros and ones. A Boolean 0 and 1. What's happening is you're using zeros and ones, and logic. Because logic is logical. Logic cannot be illogical. You know what I mean? So if your logic is not working, it's not logical, right? Does that make sense? So yeah, so you're technically using programming logic to achieve things, and at down at the very bare level, it's you're pretty much doing the exact same thing over and over, which is essentially 0 and 1. Yeah, indeed, it's amazing when you just lock in like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's from experience, programming experience. So there we go. So we should be good to go now. Actually, let's jump straight in. We should be able to. What we're trying to achieve right now is to be able to have two different portals now. To be able to go from one portal to the other, essentially. Yes. So yes. Because what I'm doing is I'm thinking about the process, right? And what I do is I think about the process from start to finish, and that's how you identify bugs. That's essentially um, what's it called? Debugging. That's what debugging is. You're essentially putting strings at certain stages of the logic to determine where it's stopping. You know what I mean? And where it's breaking. That's what debugging is essentially. But I'm debugging in my head at the same time as I'm thinking stuff. At the same time as I'm like evolving the idea. It's all happening like bang, 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 bang in my head. Um, that's just something that I've got a gift. If you believe in numerology, a 4,000-year-old science, I call it, but they call it mythology. My life path number is a master life path, considered a master builder, and that ability I have is something they call a gift. I can sort of understand complex ideas in a whole where I instantaneously, it's like a vision to me, and I instantaneously have all the problems laid out. So the more I progress through an idea, the more problems that evolve, and then things change. It all happens in a split second for me, if that makes sense. That probably went ranting off into a bit of a crazy rant there, but that's how it works. But let me go here. I want to. All right, now we're in here fully. But that is like I think I got more better at it with programming. Programming teaches you to do that because you need to constantly be thinking about the problems that occur, because everything you create can clash with something else, sort of thing. So that's what's happening. It's just the life path 22 master builder mind. There it is. All right, so now we can potentially do stuff. So what we want to happen is we want to go bang. We want to be able to go back. We want to go to here. We want to be able to go to orders. We want to go to back here. That's not working properly. Okay, so now when we exit, we're not removing stuff properly, which I think is just um, where's the home button? toggle portal false. Hiding the CCTV. This is confusing me now. We need to do something about this. What's down here? Is it that? This. So this is the visibility. Alright, so so now we've got the visible happen there. Now we can look at this nonsense. Now we can have the removing down here. Fuck. Just so it makes more sense. Okay. Alright, so when we click the home button, we want to, if it's the, okay, so when we click the home button, we hide the camera portal. We click charges portal, so now the warehouse needs to hide both, or three of them, needs to hide the landing, the discharge, and the stock take. I'm pretty sure that's going to be us. Do a bit of an OCD fix here. Makes a little bit more sense now. Alright. I think that's us. We want to remove lists as well. That's deactivating the cameras. This is so not the charges list. We want the order list removed. Ah, no, actually, we don't want these removed. These do not get removed because then it'll remove our order and stuff. They need to stay there and remain there. So okay, so that's us, right? So now everything should work. So what's happening is we just need to be able to choose which portal we want to go to and then be able to use those portals. So then we should be able to pack an order, nothing happens, nothing's going to be broken. And then we've got the ability to now generate the order, generate stock take orders. And then we can go into stock take working mode or counting mode, whatever. And then what would happen is it's like you generate a stock take. Instead of generate an order, you start stock take. It tells you where to go and what to count. Once you go there, interacting it is counting with it. Like I said before, we're avoiding the animation. You're going to go into an animation where you hold a clipboard and a pen, and you do like a little animation like you're writing something down for 4 seconds. So it will take 4 seconds to count each pallet. And what would happen is it'll be a random number that would be, say, 2 to 4 would be the random number of how many's on there, sort of thing. So that's how it's going to work for now, anyway. All right, so now we should be able to get in and out of portals like it's no tomorrow. Bang, bang, beautiful. All right, can't generate orders until we put this bad boy on. Now we can go to here. We can go to pack orders, generate an order. 4 boxes from rack 3. Bang. Like, let me know, guys, does the animations look better now? Because I fixed them. There might still be an issue with this because of how fast it is, but no, that's actually good. That's perfect. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. I should be able to dispatch my order. So what we need to do is we need to now do some logic that this will not open if they have an order or a stock, because only one would need to be open, right? So now we need to do the logic to open up the order menu if they've got an order, or the count stock menu portal if they. So that's the logic we need to do now. What would you like to do? Pack orders. So now I could technically go back into here and dispatch. But that's the logic we need to do now. Yeah, and all good indeed. Yep, definitely. But yeah, that's definitely what we need to do. Now do that type of logic. So what we can do is we can do that logic somewhere. So this will be generating a stock take, but let's not worry about that now. What we need to do is we need to go, the logic needs to happen in the toggle portal. Not there, the button. Yeah, when they click the portal. Okay. So when they click this is where we do the logic. This is where we check if they got an order or not and show them the right portal. So this landing page only happens when you have to choose the job that you're doing. So we can do working. Let's see what type of working states. And we can switch this. Okay, so okay. So if they're not working, we need to open up the landing portal. Or if they're packing, we need to open up those ones. So if they're packing, we need to open up the dispatch portal. But if they're stock taking, we need to open up the stock take portal. Beautiful. That should be us. That should be our logic. Yeah, that should be our logic. Let's go and try that. What do you reckon, guys? Good or good? Good or epic? Which one? Alright. Going for nearly 2 hours. Not bad. Shout out to the 4 watching. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider subscribing. Because we're going to have daily streams from now on. I'm going all out on this game, guys. Yep. Sometimes I sort of procrastinate, and that's not happening anymore. We're gonna get this done, and as a result of me doing daily streams, the views are up 400%, 500% or something. So that's good. So that's going to sort of motivating me to. We're going to be doing daily streams. Just know that if I'm don't do a stream, I'm potentially working on the project or taking a rest, which would only be for 1 day. That's my rule. If I burn out, I have 1 day rest. Simple as that. Or if I'm slightly burning out, I'll work half the day and maybe, you know what I mean. So like, but see, I want to get this done. We need to get this done. We need to get this because I want to get this done within 12 months. We don't want to be spending 3 years on this thing, 4 years. There's no point. The only way I want to do that is if we, spend a year, release it once it's released, and maybe then spend another year on it by upgrading the game. But my main goal is to move on to another game after this, potentially a version 2 of this game, where we actually make the map ourselves, possibly with an exterior. That could happen for this build, but it would actually take a 3D modeler, an environmental artist that has a decade, half a decade worth of experience that can actually deliver and build this type of stuff, and in enough time for it to be plausible, to be able to get the map changed for this game. But the map I'm building right now is mainly a prototype, just so we got somewhere to test the mechanics and stuff like this, and also showcase and somewhere to test as well, because this will most likely 80% chance that this will be the map you're going to be using, and if it isn't, we've made a new map sort of thing. Let's just check portals right now. Back orders. Oh, that's right. We're checking. Okay. So if you're new to the stream, like I said before, there's going to be like a zipper animation, like he's zipping up a jacket. For that, and also when you use the computer, there's going to be like an animation of him just like pressing the key, like pressing a button on the keyboard. So it's like, and it would only happen when you actually generate an order or dispatch an order, or you know what I mean. So yeah, so it would look pretty cool. So an action happens when you actually do an action on the computer, sort of thing, if that makes sense. So we want to pack an order now. So we want to generate an order, but if we go back into this bad boy, we're here, sweet. So if we close it, we can go back, yeah. And it's not updating. It's removing the list. So what we need to do is, this is not happening. So whatever's happening down here is not happening. I think I'm missing something here. Update order list, I think it is. Update order list, right. So there we go. So we need to make one of these for one of these as well. That's what needs to happen. Okay. Yeah, I think that's us. So I think that's the final logic. So we achieved what we actually were trying to do, and just to be able to have two different portals. So now we can start building in the generating a stock take job. And then after that, we would have to do the logic for the pallet, the interaction of the pallet, to be able to count, which will be just instantaneous for now until we get the animation, and the animation will extend that to 4 seconds. I told him to, yeah, make it go for 4 seconds. So he's making a bunch of different animations that's going to really make this place final and complete, and also very alive, very immersive, I think. Because little things like that, I think, are very important. Like an NPC walking around doing his own thing, that, it'll sort of give a bit of liveliness to an empty map, sort of thing. Okay, so be able to open orders, generate orders, DLC orders. Okay, something is not happening. Update order. Order. Yes. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, that's right, because I'm not having any refreshings of the lists. So what's happening is that is removing. It's just removing the visibility. And then when we're showing it, we're up. This is not even a thing. This is what I'd need, something like this. Yeah, this is where I have to list the charges. Okay. So I need to duplicate that and do list orders. No, because that needs to update because it's getting added in real time. So why is hiding it? Removing. It's generating the order. Generating the order. Server update order list. Update order list. There we go. Update order list. There we go. Fuck. Update order list. That one. That's right. I didn't want to do it there. I realized I need to do it in here. So SRV. What the fuck? Oh, working. Update order lists. So updating order lists, but we don't want it to update for no reason. It will only update if they're packing. That's right. Beautiful. All right, so there's that. That was just a little bit of an issue there. So now it should be working. This should be the final logic. So now we can go straight into, or we'd have to do some simple logic to generate the order, or not generate, nor generate a stock take, and then we can have that showing in the list, and then would then be able to code in the palette logic for that type of job, which would just be instantly counting the boxes. So you think you're counting them, but I'm only just randomizing a number from 2 to 4. So it'll be like 2 boxes here, 4 boxes there. The number will keep updating in your objective, so then you know how many's in there, and then once you get to the computer, then you can input that number, click submit, bang, you've done the counting job, and that's the process. Pretty simple process, guys. Depending on how long we go, we might get it done today in this stream. Okay, so let's just get our workloads on, just so warehouse, pack an order, generate that bad boy, go back in here. We should be able to see that bad boy. We've got 2 boxes from rack 1. We can now go out, back in, out, in, out. Beautiful. All right. So now we can pack 2 orders from rack 1. Bang. Two orders. Dispatch. So now when we go back in there, beautiful. We can go like that, go back. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, that's good enough, eh? That's not that bad, eh? What would you like to do? Pack orders, count stock. I'd like to pack orders today. Let's just 2 boxes from rack 1. Let's do it. Yeah, I think that animation's fine. All right, let's do packing. Generate pick packing order. So we need to do something along the lines of this bad boy, which just literally randomizes it. I don't know why I'm running this on the server actually, because it's all client side. This all could be on owning client. So that should be on a server, that should be on a server. Start pickpacking job is only client side. But that's interesting. Okay, so start pickpacking job, that will be a server. Dispatch the job, the server. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Toggle finish job server, set locomotion, generate pickpacking order would be on owning client, I'm assuming. And then we can have owning client. Generate stock counting. Generate stock count. Generate stock count. Alright, so we need this is for when I add this logic. Local pallet number, local rack number, local pallet number. How many pallets we got per shelf? Sure if it would need to be replicated there. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to. order number. Oh, that's the order date. Okay, that's the what is shown. The packing data is the actual. Packing data. Now we need counting data. So now rack number, pallet number, counting data. One's for the player reference, one's for the player to refer to, and one's for the data that's listed. There's the rack number. What? To integer? Okay. There's the rack number. Use the pallet number. Okay, so now we need to make a start pick packing job. I mean start pick packing start stock take job. Start stock take job. And then we need to update the stock take list, but then we can jump out to here for now. Alright. Start stock taking job, start stock taking job. I need to break this. Interest. Oh yeah, for now, because we don't have the number yet. Toggle objective, working state, stock take. So now we're starting the job, we're putting it in objective. So now we need to update. Update stock list. Computer main widget. Update stock list. Check up on you guys. Shout out to the two watching. Going for over 2 hours, not too bad. We're actually getting pretty close now. Alright, so update stock list. Stock list. List. Order list. Stock take list. Stock take list. Stock take list. Okay. Order. Stock entry. Object. Is it? Was it that? Yeah. Okay. Counting data, interest, stock take data, stock data. Oh yes, okay. Stock data. Bang. So now we got an order list that would update. Beautiful. Update stock list, update order list, update stock. Okay, yeah, bang. Okay, okay. Update order list, update stock list. So now when we're here, we should update order list, and now we can update stock list. We need heaps of more room here. update stock list. Okay. Alright, beautiful. So now we should have an order list and an up and a stock list. And it should show up, and we should be able to generate a stock take job, and then we can start doing that logic in between. So now we should be able to generate a stock take job just like we would generate a what are you working on right now? Another job? Yes, another job for the warehouse. So you, instead of just pick packing, you can either pick pack or count stock. Yeah, so that was a suggested in yesterday's stream for an NPC mainly, but then I thought, man, we can actually also give the players the ability to count stock. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. So that's the idea for this build for this build is to add another job, add all the new animations, upgrade the NPC system into characters that walk around and do actions. And yeah, we should be ready for the third devlog, which will pretty much be like the final showcase of everything. All right, so here we are. We're going in game now. So we should be able to generate a stock take job. Let's see if this logic works out. Count stock. That button, I don't think that button's got any logic in it. Oh my god, it doesn't. Oh, I didn't add the logic to it. You can now generate order. Why didn't my... Something's broken because that's not working anymore. But for starters, we need to actually tell it what to do when we press the button. Oh, okay, it is. Interesting. Oh, here we go. This is what's happening. Okay. So in the update, then it's getting cleared. Okay. Uh, that, no, stock take. That's what's happening here. We're not generating nothing. For starters, we need to do this. And then we can update order list here. We can update stock list. Update stock list, and now order button, generate order. What we need down here is we need to generate stock take. Generate stock take. Yeah, this is where we do the checks. You're already counting stock. Please finish first. Please finish that first. You're currently counting stock. Please finish that first. So if they want to generate a stock, right, and they're packing, we need to say that. And if they're a stock take, you're currently counting stock. You're already counting stock. You're already counting stock. Please finish first. And if they... packing when they try to count stock. You're already packing an order. You're already packing an order. Please dispatch it first. You're already packing an order. Please dispatch it first. All right, so there's that. So now we can do an OC generate pick packing order from here. We need to create another one of these bad boys. B says, how's it going, Weapons? Not too bad, mate. Yourself? How you doing? How long until alpha? Hopefully within 6 months, man. Potentially less. But the more I build, the more I realize that it's going to take a little bit longer than I expected to build this game. Because we don't want to we don't want to release until it's ready. You know what I mean? Until it's fully tested, it's complete. So it's good like out the gate, because the game needs to be good out the gate. I've been waiting for this since your first TikTok video. From the first TikTok video for this project, or from my 2 previous projects, which sort of led up to this project. My 2 big projects previously made me realize the scope is too much for us to achieve. So this is like a very downscaled version of that, but very achievable, this game, as you can see. But let's go here. Let's go with the custom. We've got to go with the custom here with our owning client and generate stock take count. Generate stock take count. Okay. Okay. Update. Stock list. Yep. So now that should be done. Generate stock. Okay, that should be us. Now we should be able to generate that. But let's see what's going on with this clothing, because well, working's there. Interesting. Maybe it's one of these, or maybe this is not where it's at. Maybe the pallets, or the pallet and the dispatch, something's broken. Okay. It would have been with all these variables that I've changed, all that type of stuff. Alright, we should be good now. So now we should be able to generate a stock taking order, just like we would be able to generate a pick packing order. Let's jump in and check that out. Shout out to the 2 watching. Original project, yes, definitely. Well, there is prison games out there, also multiplayer prison games, but nothing like this, along the lines of this, where it's fully multiplayer driven. You know, there's other multiplayer prison games where one team, the inmates need to escape the prison, and the COs have got to stop them from escaping. That's more like a mini game type of thing. This is going to be completely player driven, just like 5M. You know, servers, players joining, voice chat, players have control, all that type of stuff. So that's the idea. But shout out to the 2 watching, 2.5 hours. We're going for a little bit. But yeah, jump in the comments now. Would you like me to keep going for at least another hour so we can try and get more of the logic done? Because I might stay a little bit longer. I'm just starting to get a little bit, I want to take a little tiny break. But maybe I can sit here and have a break and talk to you guys for a little bit. So now we should be able to generate stock takes lists and have a stock take order, a stock count order. Okay. Okay, for fucking some reason, something's not happening there. Alright. I don't know how that broke. Wouldn't have a clue how that broke. Right, start stock take. Start stock take's not copping it. Oh. It usually helps if you actually connect something to the pin for the button to work. There's a tip for the day, guys. Generate order. Generate stock take. So God knows what happened to our fucking uniform. The uniform's not uniforming at the moment, but now we should be able to generate stock takes. And it will be just like an order. You will generate the order. It will go into the list. You'll be able to view it until you actually do the job. And to do the job, you've got to walk up to the specific rack and count all of the pallets. And each pallet needs potentially. Should I make them each individual numbers? Yeah, I might do that. You know, take 2 boxes from pallet 2 on rack 3. Yeah, I think that will be a little bit more realistic, a little bit more defined. You know, we can add like a location to the order number and that, like, or into the list at the minimum. Just generate, like a location to the kitchen or to the what would it be? Washing, laundry to the laundry, like. Alright, now I should be able to generate stock takes. It should tell me I can't generate until I... You must first put on your overalls. You can now generate orders. That message needs to be changed to you can now work in the warehouse. Count stock. You must first put on overalls. Okay, interesting. So that's probably where the issue is. Stock take. Here we go. This is the problem here. Interesting. Generate. Fuck. What? OC generates. OC generates. What the fuck's going on here, man? Generate stock count. Generate stock count. Generate stock count. What the fuck? I've already done it. Okay. Fuck. Which one's referenced? Generate stock count. Something wrong with this locker. Why? Okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but let's see if we can figure it out. Shout out to the two watching. We're going for 2.5 hours, not bad. So once we get this done, all we need to do then is the counting should be fairly simple actually. Just interacting with the pallet, adding the number to a zero of how many you counted until you've counted the lot. Yeah, it's going to have to finish some slightly different way as well. Are we going in game? What are we doing? But yeah, there's see what I should do technically, theoretically, is think about this pallet number system and how the pallets are going to work and how you're going to count the pallets. I'm thinking about once you interact with it, it'll be a random number from 2 to 4. It will add to a total number. It will show on screen. So once you've counted all the pallets, I need to work out a way to determine that you've counted all the pallets. So I'm going to have to loop through pallets. I'm going to have to put an array of pallets. I'm going to have to store, maybe get all actors of class of all the pallets, store it in the working components, and then we can loop through them all. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to store the pallets somewhere on the... So I need to think that logic through a little bit more, but let's start stock take job. You can now generate orders from the computer. Well, alright, so we now got a fucking stupid bug for some reason. There's a stupid bug now with this locker. Like, it was working like earlier in the stream, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. You can now work inside the warehouse. So this message is getting called. Oh yeah, because it's generating a stock take. So they can only do it if they're not working. And then we can check if they have the uniform. I think we've hit a bit of a pickle. I need to work out where this issue is. Yeah, there's something wrong along the lines there, and this is not getting set properly. But see, this is where we're setting it though. Interesting. So, okay, we've hit a bug. There's an issue now that I need to rectify. So that probably calls for the end of the stream. Because there's now an issue that... Because this is not... There's an issue here which is to prevent us from testing this, essentially. And I've got to rethink this whole logic through where I'm going to store this data and how I'm going to determine that you've actually like counted each pallet. So that needs to be thought through a little bit, and so that's what we'll probably do. So what I'll do is I'll probably fix everything we've done so far, get it ready, so then we can start generating orders. And in tomorrow's stream, would have already thought through the pallet logic, and we can start doing the rest of the logic, so we can finalize the job tomorrow in tomorrow's stream. What do you think of that, guys? Good idea or good idea? Shout out to the two watching. But yeah, I'll probably just spend the next couple of minutes with you guys now, the next 5 minutes or so. But what I can do is just, we can just make sure we've got everything saved. We can get out of that bad boy. We can go down to here. We can go here and we can call this after stream. I should have called it, I'll rename it to stock counting started. Stock count logic started. We'll call it that. All right. But that's pretty much where we are, guys. So yeah, I'll spend the next couple of minutes with you guys, and then I'll probably finish up. So if you're new to the game or new to the streams, jump into the description. I've got a playlist for all the devlogs. I've got a playlist for all the streams, these streams. So if you want to go check out previous streams, you can. I also post shorts on TikTok and YouTube, so make sure you go check that out. What could be potentially coming to these streams is multi-streaming. So I've just created a Kick account. I mean a Kick page or whatever you want to call it. Kick, the streaming platform. So I made one on there. I'm on Twitch. I've only got about 60 followers on Twitch. I've got no followers on Kick. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start multi-streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch all at the same time. That costs money, so I need to wait a little bit until I can sort of afford that. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're going to start streaming on three different platforms, and see how next to the chat you got the YouTube logo. All the chat's going to be mixed together, so you're going to see comments from Kick, comments from Twitch, and comments from YouTube all in the same chat, but you actually see the logo, like the Twitch logo or the Kick logo next to them all. So I think you can do Kick as well on Streamlabs. I hope you can anyway, but if not, it'll just be the Twitch and that. So that's the idea of that. So soon we're going to have multi-streaming, guys. But that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream. If you guys have got any questions, jump in now. I'm going to spend the next minute or so, and then we're going to stop the stream, guys. But yeah, if like I said, if you're new to the game, go check out the devlogs. If you want to stay updated, or you'd like to become, you know, have a chance to become a tester, an official closed beta tester, jump into the description, go check the Discord link in the description, and go over to the game Discord, and make sure you're active over there, ready for the announcement, the testing announcements. Not anytime soon, but it will be coming soon. Hopefully within 6 months from now. So what's that? So that's like April next year. So by April next year, I want to be in testing stages. Like at least at the bare minimum, closed beta testing stages. But let me rename this bad boy. We can call it stock take logic started. There it is. Alright, so that's pretty much where we are, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and like I said, the next stream is going to be tomorrow, once I sort of you know, fix all the issues that we're dealing with now, and then get to a point where we can start counting the pallets. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next stream. Peace.